You know, if there's anyone that's good with putting music in their movies, it's Zach Braff. I mean, come on. Just listen to this song. Hello everybody, it's Bryan Sudfield. Today I'm here to review one of my most anticipated films of the year, Wish I Was Here, directed by Zach Braff and starring him as well. It also stars a talented cast including Josh Gad, Kate Hudson, Mandy, Patinkin, Joey Kane, Jim Parsons, Donald Faison. Lots of great people in this movie, and this is Zach Braff's return to directing movies. His last film, Garden State, came out 10 years ago. It's been 10 years since this guy has directed a movie. Garden State was probably a big success. I didn't see when it came out. I was 6 when it came out, for goodness sakes. I watched it for the first time about 2 years ago, and it's become one of my all-time favorite movies. I watch it a lot. I think this movie is outstanding. I think it's so underrated, and I mean, now it's more popular, but if you haven't seen Garden State, please watch it. It's such a great movie. Zach Braff just directed a perfect movie. His script was brilliant. His acting was brilliant. That whole movie, which was filmed in my great state of New Jersey, just blew my mind. I was so impressed because this movie was from the amazing comedic person known as John Dorian from the TV show Scrubs. You know, it was great seeing what he could do, and he had talent. Everybody was impressed with what he was able to do, and everyone wanted more from him as a director and a writer. And now we finally got the movie, so I wish I was here. Zach Braff plays Aiden Bloom. He's a struggling actor living in California who has a wife and 2 kids. His father died of cancer, which means he can't pay the tuition for his kids' school, so now they have to be homeschooled. And basically, the movie's about him caring about his family more, because honestly, he was kind of a jerk in a way. And the movie shows how he involves his relationship with his kids and his wife. Now, this is also a Kickstarter project, so you could think, yeah, Zach Braff has a lot of money, but, I didn't donate any money. Honestly, I didn't even hear about it, actually, until, after the project was already funded. I was still excited when I heard about it. I was like, yes, Zach Braff's finally returning to directing. And I've been waiting, and it finally came to a theater. Well, actually, it just opened in general this weekend, and luckily it was playing at a theater about a half hour away from me, so I drove there, and I watched the movie, and how did I feel about it? I really like this movie a lot, actually. I don't know why this movie's getting very mixed reviews. I don't understand. Yes, it's not as good as Garden State. Yes, it's not a great movie, but it's not a terrible movie. It's a very good movie. It's a decent movie. As I said in my intro, the music that he puts in his movies, the Garden State soundtrack is probably one of my favorite soundtracks for a movie ever. And this soundtrack was also great. The song I just played, it's the song by the Shins, So Now What? Amazing song. The Shins, I never heard the Shins until I saw Garden State. I've gone into the Shins. I love the Shins. Their music is so good. Zach Braff is good with music. I mean, he's talented. Props to him for that. His direction was also fantastic. This movie was very fast-paced. The writing with him and his brother, Adam, very good script. Had some flaws with the script, but not really that many flaws. The cinematography is once again gorgeous. It's the same cinematographer, I believe, Larry Sher. Yeah, the cinematography is great. One of my favorite things about the movie. One of my favorite things about Garden State. This movie's so good looking. It's beautiful. There's so many beautiful shots in this movie. The acting. Zach Braff, once again, is just so good. You really felt for him. He's such a likable actor. You know, Zach Braff is so talented. He's just so likable in literally every role he does. He's now on Broadway. I tried to meet him, but when I got to the theater, it said he already left 2 minutes prior, and I'm like, shit! I would have loved to meet Zach Braff. Kate Hudson as Aiden's wife. Best performance I've seen from her in years. I think it's her best performance since Almost Famous, but this isn't as good as Almost Famous. Almost Famous will always be her best performance. Josh Gad's brother. I thought his character was a little underdeveloped. I think his character was just... I mean, I like Josh Gad a lot, but I thought his character was a little too underdeveloped. I can't say why he was underdeveloped, but you'll have to watch the movie to find out. Mandy Patinkin as the father. Awesome job. I haven't seen him in the movie in years. I know he's busy with Homeland, but it's great seeing him in the movie again. Joey Kane, I don't really care for her that much, but she was great in this movie. She really stood out. She was probably the standout in this movie. She was excellent. Also, the son, I don't know his name. He's the kid from Looper. That kid was creepy as shit in Looper. And now I see why he was in this movie, because he is talented. That kid was also awesome. But there's one person in this movie who's only in it for about 5 minutes tops, and that's Ashley Greene. I thought her character was pointless. That was a very pointless character. I get it, she was only in it for just a little bit. Honestly, you could have cut out that character. I'm not going to say who she is or what she does, but she didn't really have to be in the movie. What are my faults with the movie? Well, I said there were some script issues, but that's really it. And yeah, I think the Kickstarter thing is a little ridiculous because I feel like he had enough money, but you know what? The movie already got made. It's over and done with. Overall, Wish I Was Here was a very enjoyable movie. It's not as good as Garden State. I think everyone knows that. Don't go into this movie with high hopes, because for all I know, you could be let down. I wasn't let down, but it didn't exceed my expectations, so it was a little disappointing for that. Good movie. Great job, Zach Braff. Welcome back to the directing. Please continue directing. You're a great director, you're a great actor, and you're a great writer. So please, keep directing movies. I'm giving this film an A-. Like I said, it's a very good movie. It's currently playing in limited theaters, so if it's playing at a theater near you, please go see it. You won't be disappointed. So guys, did you see Wish I Was Here? Tell me what you thought down below. Do you like this movie, or do you like Garden State better? Thank you all for watching my review, and I'll see you soon.